Hi, Tamara here. Welcome to my channel. We're going to have some fun with makeup today. I will be demonstrating this eyeshadow look, and this is the eyeshadow look that I have been wearing in my last few videos, and I've received quite a few compliments and even some requests to demonstrate the look. As well, I was very inspired by a video I saw the other day. My friend Jenn, who has the channel Jennifer Joyce Beauty, uploaded a video, life-changing concealer tricks to anti-age your under eyes. It was an amazing video, and I wanted to try some of her tricks. Jenn is 47, I believe. She has oily skin and not a lot of darkness under her eyes, so I wanted to see, will the tricks that she showed in that really amazing video work for my 60-year-old, very dark, very dry under eyes? And please, if you are not familiar with Jenn, and I'm guessing most of you are, make sure you go check her channel and her video out. I will link both her channel and her video below. She is an incredibly talented cosmetologist, makeup artist, and she is a skincare goddess. So make sure you go check her channel and her video out. And with that being said, let's get right to the demonstration using my Flower Beauty Shimmer and Shade eyeshadow palette in the color Golden Natural. And I'm super excited to be showing you my BK Beauty eyeshadow brush set in action. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would take a moment, give this video a thumbs up, because that definitely helps support my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right to the demonstration. Today I'm just going to do one eye so you can see the difference in the two eyes, and then I will finish my makeup and come back and show you the completed look. Step number one of anti-aging eye makeup. I have been wearing these eye patches for about 20 minutes, and these are by Curology. These are called Brightening Under Eye Super Greens Hydrogels, and the ingredients: glycerin, aloe, caffeine, ginseng, kale, and green tea. Loaded with antioxidants. Caffeine is the third ingredient, so we know that helps depuff the eyes. Very, very hydrating. So I will remove these. And prior to applying those, I did pre-hydrate my under eye with, and I did this about 20 minutes ago, I pre-hydrated my right under eye with this Kiehl's Creamy Avocado Eye Cream. This is extra emollient, which I need at age 60 for my extra dry under eyes. I'm going to show you on my left eye how I apply it. That's a little bit much. I just take the very, very smallest amount, okay? I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that, but I pat it in. I've already applied it on this eye, like I said, about 20 minutes ago, and then I applied the hydrogels. So this one is nicely soaked in. You cannot go right away with your makeup over this very, very emollient eye cream, or it wouldn't stay put. If I'm in a hurry and I only have a few minutes to let it set, I'll let it set as long as I can, and then I'll go over it with my e.l.f. Concealer sponge, dampened, just to ensure it's worked into the skin and any excess is removed. But right now we're just going to do my right eye. And what I start with is my Pixie Peach Corrector. Pixie Peach Corrector. I just dip my little finger in there, right? Take it between the two fingers, using quite a bit of friction like that to make sure fingers are nice and warm before going in. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Actually, I have to remember to only do one eye. Go ahead and apply it, concentrating mostly on that inner corner, Let me move my mirror here. And just taking the excess out there. So you're going to notice that I applied it in the inner corner and right over the dark spots, and then I just took a little bit extra and went over my lid and in the corner of my eye. The other thing with my aging eyes, sometimes I have to almost spread apart the skin in order to not have it skip over the wrinkles. See what I mean? By spreading it apart, I can get a more even layer. I think I need a little bit more. I have quite a bit of darkness. Sometimes I'll even take my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and this fits so well into that deep corner of my eye, and it applies it pretty lightly, and then I can use that warmed up finger to apply it. Okay, so can you see the difference between my corrected eye and my uncorrected eye? That peach corrector doesn't look orange. I think it really just neutralized the purple area. But I also have some discoloration on my eyelid as well. I don't use an eyelid primer or an eyeshadow primer. What I use instead of an eyeshadow primer is this Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is a concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I apply that to my eyelid, blend it in with my Deluxe Crease Brush. That neutralizes the rest of the darkness that I have. I will take it to the corner of my eye where you sometimes get darkness, and whatever is left over on the brush, I'll just gently pat it over that peach corrector. I'm not really applying any, I'm just sort of merging everything together. Okay, now that becomes my eyeshadow primer. And what, of course, you know, I like to go over my corrector with my Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Rollerball. And I just dab a little bit of that like so. And again, just blend it in with the fingers. And one of the things Jen was very specific about is to make sure that you sort of blend it down your nose and your cheek area there. I think you can see that that looks pretty natural, and I could actually go without foundation. It doesn't look heavy or cakey, right? It doesn't look like I have a, you know, makeup under my eyes and nowhere else. I do have all my skincare, of course, and I do have my sunscreen on, which I applied a couple of hours ago. The really cool step that I learned in Jen's video that I had not tried before is to take a velour puff, right? She ordered hers on Amazon. I went to Target and I couldn't find a velour puff, but I bought a CoverGirl powder, which I knew had a velour puff in it. And what you do with this velour puff is you use a setting spray, and then you're going to use the setting spray on the puff to set the concealer. So I only own two setting sprays. One is the Algenist Hydrating Setting Mist, and one is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Now, because dryness is a problem for me, I'm going to use my Algenist Hydrating Setting Mist. And she said you just want like 2 or 3 pumps. Actually, I might use 2 of this and 1 of the Urban Decay. So hold the setting mist about 6 inches away, and I'm going to do 1, and then I'm going to do 1 of the Urban Decay All Nighter. Whoops. Okay. And then I'm going to do 1 more of the Algenist. Okay. It's not wet, but you can feel there is some dampness on it. Then what she did is she just used that to gently set that under eye area with setting mist instead of powder, which is brilliant because for me, powder under my eyes it's not good. Okay. And really, interestingly enough, I don't see any concealer on that sponge. Okay, so now that is set, and I just patted it extremely gently with that puff. And then I'm going to let that dry down, right? Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and then actually I need to do my foundation first. That's how I do it. I'm using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is in the shade 3.5. And my brand new BK Beauty foundation brush. Love this. I just work the foundation into the brush, and I'm applying a very, very light, very light. The foundation just about blends itself with this brush, seriously. Then I still go over with my dampened e.l.f. concealer sponge, just because I want to make sure that I don't have excess foundation on my skin. I really like a very light layer. So this is the way I can make sure it's worked into the skin so it becomes one with the skin. And also I'm removing any excess. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow, and I'm going to show you the eyeshadow look that I've been wearing in my last few videos. And I've actually gotten a couple of really nice comments about the eyeshadow, as well as even some requests for a demonstration. And I thought this would be a good chance to show you my new BK Beauty eye brush set in action. The palette that I am using today is this Flower Beauty Shimmer and Shade in the color Golden Natural. And I'm really going to be using 4 colors. Transition, outer corner, middle of the lid, and inner corner highlight. And I think I will just do a quick finger swatch to show you what they look like. There are the finger swatches. Transition, outer corner, lid, inner corner highlight. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be working with today. Outer corner, transition, lid, and inner corner highlight. Okay, the one color that this eyeshadow palette doesn't have is a matte cream or white for the brow bone. I am going in with my Too Faced Natural Eyes, and I'm taking this sort of cream white matte color on my BK Beauty Fluffy blending brush, and I'm just using that to set the concealer that I'm using as a primer, and also to sort of pre-highlight that brow bone. Okay, then I'm going to use this same BK Beauty blending brush. Then I'm going to go into the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer, because this is just a little bit lighter than the transition color in here, and I want a really nice soft gradient. So I'm going to take the same blending brush, and I am just using that to do a really soft, super soft transition. On no makeup days, that might be all I'll do. And it's very subtle. It's just to create a really soft gradient. Then I have the BK Beauty 202, which is a little bit of a smaller, more pointed blending brush. You can see the difference between these two. This is the 201, this is the 202. And I like the 202 for a little bit more targeted transition. I'm going to take that into this nice matte transition color in here, tap the brush off, and again, I can get more accuracy and more definition because it is smaller. Again, trying not to bring the eyeshadow below between the corner of my eye and the corner of my eyebrow. In fact, it might be a good idea to give myself a little guard there. And when we're putting on the transition shade, we're trying to push back the hood. We're trying to sculpt the eye. And so it's important that you go on the ocular bone and slightly above that crease if you have hooded eyes. And I'm trying to lift, so I want to make sure that it is going up on the outer corner here. Okay. Then I'll take the 201 blending brush and just make sure that's nice and soft, really, really, really soft. Again, looking for a very soft, sculpted gradient there. Okay, can you see that? It's funny how these brushes just go in order. I used the 201 first and then the 202 second, and now I'm using the 203. This is sort of a flat brush. This is a shader brush. It's very soft, and I'll show you. This is the 201 fluffy blending brush, the 202 a little bit more precise blending brush. Now I'm going in with this 203, which is a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pick up my lid shade, this nice sort of golden color right here. And so I'll just pat the brush, tap it off, and again, this is going to go on the lid. So I want to take it and pat it. You don't swipe it, you sort of pat it. And it's got a nice sheen to it, not so much a shimmer. And I take that from the inner corner all the way sort of halfway over the lid here. It's very subtle. What I love about these shimmer and shade is that the shimmers are not overly shimmery. They are nice, a little bit more than a satin, but they just have a nice sheen, sort of a glimmer rather than a shimmer. Then I'm going to go into the 205 BK Beauty brush, and this is a really awesome brush. It's an angled, it's flat, it's fluffy, and it is perfect for applying outer corner and working it up into the crease. And I'm going to use this to pick up this nice, rich, slightly shimmery, olivey brown color. Okay, and these are really pigmented, so be careful when you go in there. Tap your brush off, using this in the outer corner. I'm really just stamping it onto that outer corner, being careful not to go too far down there. Do you see how that's the perfect shape? Then I'm going to take my fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to work that into the crease and sort of work it into the center. So I'm going to take a little bit more of that transition color, and I'm just going to use that to sort of blend everything together up there. Now I've lost a little bit of that lightness in the first half of the eyelid. So once again, I'm going to go in with the flat shader brush, again into this really nice lighter color. I'm going to reapply it. Then I'm going to go into this cream colored shimmer. Oh, which brush is this? Then I'm going to use the BK Beauty 207. This is a very sort of very small, sort of firm, almost smudger brush, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner, just for a little bit of brightness. I sort of bring that up too. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow look. I think I do need to go in with a little bit more brow highlight. I'm going to take the BK Beauty smudger brush and just make sure my brow is highlighted. And if you feel like your eyeshadow fell down a little bit too far, you can take your concealer, just sort of make those corrections so that you have a nice uplifted look there. That's better. Now, little bonus, because I'm going to be using my Milani Luminoso blush to sort of match my summery color here. So I'm taking a little bit of the Milani Baked Blush on my flat shader brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth in the very, very center of the eyelid. It's really, really subtle. It's not going to even look like I have peachy eyeshadow on, but I think it's just a nice way to blend the eye look with the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm going to go back, finish my bronzer, blush, eyebrows, mascara, eyeliner, but I am going to leave this eye with no makeup so that you can see the difference in the two eyes. So, be right back. Okay, but what I want to do is show you the difference between the two eyes, and especially, you know, the eyeshadow, but also the under eye area. Okay, so you can see what a huge difference, I mean, you know what a huge difference eye makeup makes, but there's the eyeshadow, and you saw me do that. And when I was off camera, I did tightline my upper lash line with dark brown. I added brows, I added mascara, but look at the difference in the under eyes. This is corrected, and we did that whole setting procedure, and this has nothing. Can you see that darkness there? So I'm going to go and finish my makeup, and then we will wrap this up. Okay, so now both eyes are done, and the rest of my makeup is done. And if I didn't already say this, I used the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I also used the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso. I thought it went really nice with my t-shirt. And for lipstick, I have Revlon's Super Lustrous Shine in the color Rum Raisin. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was fun to do. My makeup demonstration skills, I'm still working on those, so I hope it was okay. Anyway, I think we did it. Make sure, please, go check out Jenn's video and her channel. She's super amazing. Okay, remember, all the products are listed and linked in the description box below. And I would love it if you give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please, please, take extra good care of yourself so that you can stay safe and healthy. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me each Sunday, and I hope to see you in my video next Sunday. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Thank you. I forgot to put my eye drops in before this. Am I filming? Yes. Whoa. I have a tippy stool. And, forget it. I can't do that. The other thing is that I can say that in the introduction. And I am going into my Physician Formula. This is fun. Okay, I have a phone. I have a text. Am I filming? Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay.